black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I want my black and yellow.
Black and yellow.
You know, the funny thing is, I think that they wanted the new that Batman. They wanted that to be the new Everything is Awesome.
Not nearly as good.
No, but that's the thing. So they've got black and yellow, and that's the thing that all the kids are singing. But even in like the radio clean version of it, it's not child appropriate. So that may have backfired on them.
So is the song called Black and Yellow?
Yeah, it's about Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like dedicated to the Pittsburgh Steelers, if I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We got. Do we have housekeeping? Have anything?
Housekeeping. Let me look at the Brogue script.
Okay, this is how you know that DC is like their movie situation is kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson in talks to direct Suicide Squad 2.
So is there going to be like a really heavy anti-Semitic vibe to the movie?
I wasn't there already.
I don't know.
I mean, I have no. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's called Suicide Squad. It's like, you know, the whole concept is this is the worst idea ever. Who do we get to direct the worst idea ever? Oh man.
Oh, and poor Ben Affleck's trying to get out of being Batman, which is a shame because he was the best thing about Batman v Superman. I'm sure he's probably gonna be the best thing about Justice League, unless Ezra Miller's Flash is amazing, which I'm hoping it will be. And yeah, like because he's not directing it anymore. Now he doesn't want to be Batman, but you know he's an ironclad contract, so he's staying there. Oh! Here's a little like after the credits kind of, you know, cookie bit for those of you listening. If you have an iPhone and you have Siri, here's a little treat you can do, which is really, really neat. So if you open up Siri and you say, "Hey, Pooter," then Siri will
Pewter.
Siri will actually respond to you as if you were Lego Batman.
Where's my phone? Oh, it's dead. Dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I thought about actually setting up Alexa to do that for my Amazon Echo Dot thing.
Yeah, well, it's actually like if you go, "Hey, Pooter,"
it's
Siri
pewter,
will.
it's not pooter. It's pewter.
Pooter. It's computer. I know
it's
pewter.
Pewter.
It's computer. I like computer.
No, it's pewter. Hey, pewter.
Pewter. Pewter. What's the bad password?
Bum, bum, bum. Yes. So, hey, what happened to Ring That Grod? People are upset, as they should be.
Oh, well, okay. So what it was is my buddy that was going to come with me, or actually a couple people that were to take pictures and stuff like that. They last minute backed out, and I couldn't. You know, I wasn't going to stand there by myself and not have anyone taking pictures, and I wasn't going to selfie the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to a hockey game on Saturday with the gorilla costume. Actually, a dude that I met at the last hockey game last weekend is going to wear a bear suit. So yeah, it's gonna be me in a gorilla suit, that dude in a bear suit. I'm gonna have the free hug sign, and then after the hockey game, I'm gonna go down the Rock Rose Street with the free hugs sign and do that with the gorilla suit. So
all right, good. So it is coming. That's good to know. It's good to know.
Yeah.
So people want to know, man. Everybody's
yeah. I didn't have a support crew, so it was gonna be really hard to like just do it by myself. You know?
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, because somebody's got to be taking pictures and stuff. So
I'd do it if I was in town. I'm going to Orlando next week.
So what are you moving here? What's going on?
No, well, so you know, there was a couple of positions that looked like it was going to pan out for the Mrs., and then that kind of they ended up not panning out. Like the hospital ended up losing the funding for the job, and so yeah, but at the same time, like she's now licensed, so theoretically we could move with the right opportunity. Also, I think I mentioned I'm talking to a VC in Austin.
Yeah.
And so if that goes through, I may leave Satchel here, and put somebody in charge of it, and then go to Austin so that I can better network and you know get us more talent and money and such. And then kind of, you know, pop into Jackson from time to time to make sure that everything's doing what it needs to do. But
interesting.
Yeah. We've got a pretty decent team lined up. We've got 3 part-time people that would come on full-time once we get the funding to pay their salary and benefits and such. So
That's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, it's happening.
Nice. So you won't be moving Podastery out here.
Oh well, no, I'd be moving. So I'd basically have a. The trick is actually finding a location to set up Podastery. I'll leave the recording studio in Jackson. I mean, this is all theoretical, of course, but I mean, I would leave the recording studio in Jackson, and then if I found a good space in Austin, then we would set up just an Austin annex or a location in Austin. Because at this point, especially once the construction gets done, I'm planning on just renting that out. In which case, all I need is somebody to kind of turnkey it for me. In which case, it's all good, and anybody who wants to use it can use it and pay and make me happy and make me some money. And that would be that's all gravy, baby. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I would imagine that it's going to be much more difficult to get affordable, space in Austin than it would be elsewhere. Unless I actually partnered up with a co-working space or someplace that actually would benefit from having recording equipment set up there.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, the benefit of Podastery is that, or the scalability studio wise is to be able to take it to locations like Jackson where there's not going to be a ton of outlets for people to get that kind of caliber of recording equipment. And so, if I can kind of tap into that, that's great. Austin, I would imagine that's not the problem at all. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. For sure.
I just need to come out there for a visit one way or the other.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean,
there's that one time that I thought I was going to Austin and then you weren't going to be there. And then you came to Jackson and I wasn't here.
Yep. That's all your fault.
It is. I can't remember where I was, but it did happen. You liked the setup there, right?
Yeah, it was super cool, man.
It's even better now. It's pretty awesome.
Is it? Nice.
Yeah. We got some new office furniture and everything. We look like it's legit office now, and we got the TV. We've had this TV that let's just say it fell off a truck, and it's kind of older and heavy, really really heavy. But it's pseudo flat, and that it's most flat screens are much thinner than this one, but it is a flat screen. And anyway, I've had this forever, and it was my co-founder, he was using it in his office. It was just kind of leaning up against the wall. But now with the new space, we needed something to be able to present stuff to in our meeting room. And so it's just been leaning up against the floor, and we would all huddle around it as if it was like a little campfire whenever there was time for presentations. Mm-hmm. It's just awful. Well, so I try to hang this thing up, and I mean, I'm not a handy kind of guy, if you know what I mean. I go in, I get a stud finder. I can't, I mean, I think I know what I'm doing, but clearly I don't. I Dalmatian up the wall with 8 different holes trying to figure out where the thing's supposed to go. And then finally I just give up on it, and I'm at my wit's end. So one day I'm going into work. There's this dude that's from the Geek Squad, at Best Buy.
Yeah.
And so he's walking out, and I'm like, oh, hey, before you leave, can you please hang up a TV? And so he comes in, he takes looks at it, and he says, how much, do you know how much it's going to be? He quotes me a price. I think it's too high. I don't care. I just want the daggum thing hung up on the wall. So I'm like, all right, fine. That's fine. Just go do what you need to do and then come back and do this. He leaves. He comes back a couple hours later, brings his buddy. They're about to go hang this thing up. He looks at my frame that I specifically ordered for this TV, tells me it's too small. Says that I have to go and buy another one in order to get it, but he can go out and buy it for me. So I'm like, all right, what's the price on this? Tells me more. Now we're getting into territory where the cost of this thing is getting pretty ridiculous. But you know what? Yeah. I don't care, because I just want the daggum thing hung up on the wall. So he leaves. He and his buddy go out to lunch. They pick up the thing. They come back. They hang it up. It looks fine. It's awesome. But when it's all said and done, I could have bought 3 televisions for the amount of money that I spent getting this stupid, relatively, let's not ask whether or not it's legal how I acquired it, television hung up on the wall.
That's insane. So were they ripping you off, or was it legitimately?
No, it was legit. It was legit. Okay. It's just, I mean, it's fine. And actually the guy was really nice about it. He knocked some of the price of the actual apparatus so that it would kind of keep to a not ridiculous price. It's still kind of ridiculous when it's all said and done, but it's up there. It's great. We actually celebrated that afternoon by playing Halo on it. Classic
Nice.
Halos. It's wonderful.
That's awesome.
That's what you got to do. All right, man.
Yeah. Well, cool.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for Shenanigans this week. Yeah, that's right.
Hey-o.
No Flash TV talk, but you still got a little mini Shenanigans, such as it is.
Got to get the Shenanigans, dude. The Shenanigans. That's where it's at.
Yes. Be sure to check out Panel to Screen for Lego Batman review this week. And until we return, we will not return.
Oh. Wherever we go, there we are.
And we are not where we're not.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.